हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू ProTalent and I'm Nitin Parmar. My dear students, आप सबका स्वागत है on this daily current affair module. In this daily current affair module, we try to pick up some important news items. Remember, ठीक है, in addition to watching this video, taking notes is very important. Number one. Number two, connecting this information with newspaper reading is must. Okay, so let me start to talk about this important events, ठीक है, which are crucial for your understanding to know what is happening around the world. ठीक है, you know there is a Supreme Court judgment. Many of the students have a kind of a wrong belief that the Adani got clean sheet from Supreme Court. No, that's not the case so far. Okay, ठीक है, the judgment of Supreme Court is not about giving clean sheet to Adani. Okay, that's number one. Number two, Ulfa talks. That's a peace talk took place with government of India. Now, who are Ulfa? What happened with them? Why were they creating trouble? ठीक है, what is a peace talk all about? We will understand that. ठीक है, yesterday you might have seen PM Modi. He was in a Lakshadweep, strolling on the beach, snorkeling in the ocean. So those are the wonderful pics of PM. ठीक है, he took a sort of 2 days का vacation break in Lakshadweep. We will discuss about what is Lakshadweep. ठीक है, why is it is in the news, why Mr. Modi's visit there is more important about marketing of Lakshadweep, that is tourism development. Goldie Brar is a designated terrorist. That's a kind of news came in the month of December 2023. We all know that UAPA is very important law, and in connection to this UAPA law, we are going to discuss on this matter. We'll also try and cover few other matter connected to designated terrorist, or we can say some criminal who is outside India. How do we bring that back? Okay, that is what we'll discuss, and we'll also discuss about election in Bangladesh, and we'll see that what is the current scenario and what is the kind of historical connection of this particular stuff. Let me start one by one. Hindenburg Research, which is US based short selling think tank, as well as a kind of agency which is doing short selling, which has filed or which has published a report, ठीक है, saying that there is malfeasance. Okay, so there is malfeasance by Adani groups. So what is the allegation? The allegation is very simple, that Adani owners, ठीक है, some of the Adani owners, ठीक है, are involved in insider trading. Okay, so they are involved in insider trading, so thereby they are also involved in stock price manipulation. So those are the kind of allegation provided by Hindenburg on Adani. Okay, when this news, you can say, came into public in a big way, stock prices went down for Adani shares. Adani, which is involved in a lot of business activities from apples to airports, is what the kind of business they are in. Okay, so they are involved in a lot of businesses, and all their share prices took plunge. Okay, and thereby it was the responsibility of SEBI, that is regulator for stock market. Securities and Exchange Board of India was investigating on this matter. Now you can say SEBI was involved in this investigation, and the case went to court, saying that is into Supreme Court. The petition was asking Supreme Court to give an order to, you can say, remove SEBI from investigation and allow investigation to be done by SIT, that is either Special Investigation Team, or CBI, which is known as Central, you can say, Bureau of Investigation. The court, led by Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud, he acknowledged that SEBI is capable of doing this investigation, and it is doing in a comprehensive manner. Okay? And we are confident in their finding. That is what the court said. The court found no deliberate inaction or inadequacy in SEBI's conduct, and it subordinated petitioners to request to protect public interest to avoid substituting its wisdom for regulatory policy. So they said, please ensure that these are the policy matters. Okay. Here we are not involved as a court, we cannot enter. Remember, even you can say in the scenario of same-sex marriage, Supreme Court gave this kind of reasoning. Supreme Court said the law-making power lies in the hands of legislature. Similarly, in the, you can say, the stock market investigation related thing, that lies with the SEBI. We are not involved, so we can't, you can say, involve in this scenario. So that is court is not involved. Okay. However, there are some experts who say that court has avoided fundamental question. Okay. Court did not address the fundamental question related to violation of concerning minimum public shareholding and related party transactions, leaving them as a matter between SEBI and the court. So, court did not get involved in this matter. What is the matter? The matter is that, okay, if someone is involved with the Adani, okay, and that person is involved in share price manipulation, okay, whether it will be considered as an insider trading or not, okay, so that all depends on the size of the shareholding. Yes or no? Okay. Now, what size of shareholding will be treated as insider trading or not? That court said it is a matter between SEBI and the court, and they did not discuss that matter. Okay. And that's why certain experts say the court did not give a proper, you can say, response. The court also rejected pleas urging SEBI to revoke amendments. Okay. So there was a petition also arguing that, look, please revoke the amendments to foreign portfolio investors regulation, that is FPI related regulation, okay, emphasizing that there was no illegality, there is no arbitrariness, there is no violation. This is what the court said. Now that is possibly a sort of clean cheat to, you can say, Adani. Okay. So in that small aspect, we can consider that there is a clean cheat. However, we'll have to wait and watch for SEBI's role with respect to, or SEBI's report on this particular thing. Okay. So ruling did little to ease investors' concern. Okay. Investors were not really happy. Some of them are also, you can say, writing a lot in varieties of the newspaper. Okay. And they are saying that, look, court, you can say, did not do right thing. Court also noted that SEBI's completion of 22 out of 24 investigation into Adani Group, okay, is, you can say, acceptable, and we are waiting for 2 other investigation report to be provided in a earliest manner. This is what Supreme Court said. I hope it is very clear to everyone. Okay. So, in a broader sense, the court's decision reflects a reluctance to extensively review policy matter. Very crucial part. ठीक है. कोर्ट कभी भी, है ना, पॉलिसी मैटर में रिव्यू क्यों करेगा? पॉलिसी मैटर, ठीक है, इज बेसिकली अ परव्यू ऑफ एन एग्जीक्यूटिव. एग्जीक्यूटिव किस तरीके से कोई चीज को अचीव करना चाहता है, इट इज अप टू दी, यू कैन से, एग्जीक्यूटिव. इट इज अप टू द रेगुलेटर कि किस तरीके से, यू कैन से, चीजों को एग्जीक्यूट करे, क्या पॉलिसी बनाए. वो पॉलिसी बनाने का काम, ठीक है, कोर्ट के पास नहीं है. हाँ, कोर्ट के ऊपर आप ये सवाल पैदा कर सकते हो कि क्या वो पॉलिसी फेयर है, क्या पॉलिसी रिजनेबल है. ठीक है, ये आप सवाल पैदा कर सकते हो. कोर्ट ने बहुत अच्छी तरीके से इसके अंदर एब्स्टिनेंस दिखाया, दैट वी आर नॉट इन्वॉल्व इन दिस मैटर. हाउएवर इट लीव्स अ क्रूशियल क्वेश्चन ऑफ सेबीज परसीव्ड टार्डीनेस. नोट किया जाए द वर्ड कॉल्ड टार्डीनेस. टार्डीनेस रेफर्स टू द नॉट डूइंग proper work. Okay, so that tardiness in investigating corporate malfeasance allegation, back to the watchdog. Okay, so whatever the malfeasance Adani did, and whether that is right or not, that is in the hands of SEBI to decide. So SEBI के पास ये मैटर वापस चला गया है और कोर्ट इसके हाथ में कुछ नहीं करेगा. ठीक है, सो SEBI का पास परफॉर्मेंस एक तरीके से देखा जाए तो कोर्ट ने कहा दैट लुक, यू कैन से, बहुत बार SEBI, यू कैन से, लैक दिस एनफोर्समेंट एलिक्रिटी. ठीक है, उसके पास बहुत स्पीड नहीं है एनफोर्समेंट करने की. ठीक है, सो देयर बाय, यू कैन से, SEBI अपना काम टार्डी वे में कर रहा है, ऐसा उन्होंने कहा. ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट सुप्रीम कोर्ट ऑल्सो ऑब्जर्व्ड. रिमेंबर, एक बहुत बड़ा प्रिंसिपल होता है, ठीक है, जस्टिस के अंदर, दैट जस्टिस मस्ट नॉट ओनली बी डन बट इट मस्ट ऑल्सो बी सीन टू बी डन. जस्टिस सिर्फ हुआ, मतलब जस्टिस हो जाए, सिर्फ वो सफिशिएंट नहीं है. जस्टिस हो रहा है ऐसा दिखना भी चाहिए. दैट इज वेरी क्रूशियल सो दैट पीपल ट्रस्ट द एंटायर सिस्टम. ठीक है. सो हियर द ट्रांसपेरेंसी एंड द पब्लिक परसेप्शन on this matter is very crucial. You remember the political, you can say, outfits are saying that look, what SEBI, whatever is the judgment is given is not really appropriate, because here it is very clear कि भैया जस्टिस पॉसिबली हुआ या नहीं हुआ वो तो कोर्ट जाने. ठीक है. पर जस्टिस हो रहा है ऐसा दिख नहीं रहा है. दैट इज वेयर द एंटायर इशू इज. ठीक है. चलिए, ग्रेट. कमिंग टू उल्फा पीस अकॉर्ड विद गवर्नमेंट. उल्फा स्टैंड्स फॉर यूनाइटेड लिबरेशन फ्रंट ऑफ असोम. ठीक है. असम का असोम, दैट्स एन ओरिजिनल नेम असोम. ठीक है. सो दिस उल्फा was a byproduct of anti-foreigner Assam agitation which began in 1979. You remember in 1970, you can say 72, there was a war took place between India and Bangladesh. है ना. So India और Bangladesh, so not India and Bangladesh, sorry, India and Pakistan to liberate that East Pakistan एज एन इंडिपेंडेंट कंट्री, दैट इज बांग्लादेश. ठीक है. तो वो वॉर चालू हुई थी. वॉर के पहले देयर वाज अ क्रैकडाउन बाय मिलिट्री इन बांग्लादेश. मिलिट्री ने वहाँ पे बड़ा क्रैकडाउन किया. मतलब वहाँ जो लोग एक तरीके से इंडिपेंडेंस मांग रहे थे उनको पकड़ के मारना चालू किया. सो लॉट ऑफ पीपल लेफ्ट बांग्लादेश. ठीक है. और लेफ्ट ईस्ट पाकिस्तान, दे केम टू इंडिया. मेजरली दे वर इन दिस रीजन कॉल्ड आसाम. So they came here, they started to stay here, and they started to do businesses, doing a lot of other activities, and thereby the local people were not happy. So the people of Assam were not happy with these foreigners staying in the country, so they started agitation against them. Okay? And then this agitation took a kind of, you can say, turn into a violent movement. बहुत वायलेंट मूवमेंट होने लगी 1985 में. ठीक है. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने आसाम अकॉर्ड साइन किया. ठीक है. विथ द ऑल आसाम स्टूडेंट्स यूनियन, उनके साथ एक अकॉर्ड साइन किया. ठीक है. प्राइमरली द स्टूडेंट यूनियन का डिमांड था दैट दे वांटेड अ सोवरेन स्टेट ऑफ आसामीज पीपल, which is obviously not possible to be asked from our country, which is against our own sovereignty. So that's not a right demand. ठीक है. तो गवर्नमेंट का जो एक्शन था क्रैकडाउन करना वो सही था. 1985 में एक आसाम अकॉर्ड तो हुआ. उस आसाम अकॉर्ड की वजह से आसाम के अंदर बहुत सारे एक इनसे मुद्दे बने, जिसमें से एक है आपका NRC, दैट इज नेशनल रजिस्टर फॉर सिटीजन्स, कि उन्होंने एक सिटीजन्स का एक रजिस्टर बनाया. ठीक है. तो वो तो हम कभी और बात करेंगे, पर अभी हमें समझना है उल्फा के बारे में. सो दिस उल्फा की शुरुआत है ना, रिमेंबर इट ऑल स्टार्टेड विथ 1979 का एंटी फॉरेनर एजिटेशन के मुताबिक. सो दे वांटेड टू डेवलप ऑल सोवरेन आसामीज नेशन. ठीक है. सो दे वेंट विथ द आर्म्ड स्ट्रगल. इन द इनिशियल ईयर इट प्रोजेक्टेड इटसेल्फ to help the needy people. Later on it took violent approach. ठीक है. they went to kidnapping, extortion, execution, bomb blast. ठीक है. and then later on you can say these people got radical thinkers like you can say Bhima Kanta Burgohain, Arbinda Rajakohwa, Anup Chetia, Pradeep Gogoi, Bhardeshwar Gohain, Paresh Barua. These are the people who were the main leaders, and they gave the radical view to Ulfa. They also had their presence in various neighboring countries like Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, Nepal, Myanmar. ठीक है. So thereby they got a lot of support from international, you can say, support as well. To oppose Ulfa, Government of India launched Operation Bajrang in 1990, primarily to tackle the violence, and they arrested more than 1200 Ulfa insurgent people. And declared that Assam is a disturbed area. And then they sent army, which is they deployed armed forces, special power act. ठीक है. Thereby army took lot of control over that. ठीक है. So ये उल्फा का ओवरऑल डेवलपमेंट रहा. आज उल्फा के साथ एक पीस अकॉर्ड साइन होना इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट फॉर अ कंट्री, बिकॉज दिस पीपल who are insurgents, okay, now they are agreeing, saying that look, yes, we are not creating any trouble, which is a good thing, because at the end of the day these Ulfa people are also Indian. yes or no? So we are supporting them, which is good. एक तरीके का अच्छा you can say agreement कर देना. क्या मज़ेदार सा फोटोग्राफ है, ठीक है ना. हमारे पीएम साहब एक वेकेशन मना रहे हैं लक्षद्वीप में. लक्षद्वीप में वो गए और वहाँ पे लक्षद्वीप में उन्होंने कुछ बड़े बड़े you can say प्रोजेक्ट इनको you can say इनोग्रेट करने थे, तो उसके साथ साथ उन्होंने अपना वेकेशन भी मना लिया. ठीक है, क्या अच्छे अच्छे फोटोग्राफ आए. सो व्हाट इज लक्षद्वीप, ठीक है. ऑन अ मैप ऑफ इंडिया इट इज ऑन द वेस्टर्न साइड लक्षद्वीप. लक्षद्वीप के नीचे देर इज मालदीव्स. रिमेंबर मालदीव्स? मालदीव्स में भी रिसेंट इलेक्शन हुआ था और उस इलेक्शन में नए प्रेसिडेंट आए थे एंड दैट प्रेसिडेंट इज नॉट प्रो इंडिया, इज द प्रो चाइना. ठीक है, सो दैट्स व्हाट यू शुड नो. इफ यू नो द नेम ऑफ द प्रेसिडेंट प्लीज पुट दैट इनटू कमेंट बॉक्स. ठीक है, चलो ग्रेट. सो लक्षद्वीप इज known as 1 lakh island. That's why the name called Lakshadweep. Okay, मलयालम में उसको कहा जाता है 1 lakh island. It's a archipelago of some around 36 atoll. ठीक है, atoll is basically a kind of समुद्र में से एक छोटी सी ज़मीन जो ऊपर आई है. ठीक है, आइलैंड ग्रुप है पूरा इसको आर्कीपेलागो भी बोलते हैं. ठीक है, उसका कैपिटल है कवरात्ती. ठीक है, और उसके ऊपर जुरिस्डिक्शन लगता है केरला हाई कोर्ट का. ठीक है, केरला से ये करीबन 280 से 480 किलोमीटर दूर है. उसमें जितने भी इतने सारे आइलैंड, उसमें से 11 आइलैंड इनहेबिटेड लेवल पे तो है ही नहीं. ठीक है, इट इज़ वन ऑफ द स्मॉलेस्ट यूनियन टेरिटरी ऑफ इंडिया. इट इज़ अ वेरी स्मॉल यू कैन से सरफेस एरिया ऑफ जस्ट 32 स्क्वायर किलोमीटर. ठीक है, देयर प्रिंसिपल लैंग्वेजेस आर मलयालम, जेसेरी एंड महाल. दिस आर दी यू कैन से प्रिंसिपल लैंग्वेजेस. ठीक है, Mr. Pradeep Khodabhai Patel is a lieutenant governor, is an administrator of this Lakshadweep, and this person is responsible for all the infrastructure development. So the big infrastructure development is taking place in Lakshadweep. Okay, there are possibility of developing 3 to 4 big size 5-star resorts, and the way people go to Andaman Nicobar for the tourism purpose, people will start going to tourism purpose here. And that's where Mr. Modi did a wonderful marketing on this particular front. Okay. So what are the important development initiative took place in Lakshadweep? So there is low temperature thermal desalination plant. Okay. So obviously such kind of island, they need drinking water. They don't get a lot of drinking water. So they have to desaline the sea water to get those water. Another is functional household tap connection. All houses in Agati and Minicoy Island will get the tap water. Very important. They are not getting tap water so far. Solar power plant, primary healthcare facility, and there is ice plant in Agati. Primarily for the seafood processing and tuna fish export, ice plant is necessary. So this is what they have worked on. Okay, great. Another news is about gangster Goldie Brar. Goldie Brar is now declared as a designated terrorist under UAPA. Remember UAPA? We learned yesterday in 1967 this UAPA was established against that Tamil Nadu wala kahani. Remember that? If you don't know that, please watch. You can say 4th January ka video, 4th January 2024 ka video to know more about this UAPA. Okay, so along with UAPA and Goldie Brar news, look at this news. NIA, National Investigation Agency, which is a body which gets its power from UAPA, they charge sheets the Canada-based terrorist Arsh Dalla, and they charge sheets the aid of that person. So Arsh Dalla is a designated terrorist, just like now Goldie Brar, and the supporter of Arsh Dalla के खिलाफ NIA ने चार्जशीट डाली है. Okay, similarly there is another news. There is Pannoon. Okay, so there is you can say USA based Khalistani activist Gurpatwant Singh Pannu. ठीक है ना, पन्नून बड़ा भाई साहब, ये ना बड़ी बड़ी न्यूज़ में आए थे जब इंडिया की फाइनल मैच चल रही थी, इंडिया पाकिस्तान की मैच चल रही थी. ठीक है, उन्होंने कहा था कि हम एयर इंडिया को उड़ा देंगे. ठीक है, और बाद में पता नहीं क्या क्या उन्होंने कहानी सुनाई थी, और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने भी बोला कि ये तो कोई छोटा मोटा आदमी है, ऐसे इससे तो डरना नहीं चाहिए. बट एनीवे, दिस पन्नून को मारने के लिए देयर वाज एन इंडियन, उस बंदे का नाम नहीं पता, दैट इज मिस्टर एक्स, ऐसे उसको नाम दिया जाता है. ठीक है, उस बंदे को प्राग में, चेक रिपब्लिक प्राग में पकड़ा गया, ठीक है. एंड दिस पर्सन हैज फाइल्ड अ प्ले कि भाई मुझे मदद करिए, ठीक है. गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया को मदद करने का उसने अगेन से रिक्वेस्ट करा. तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट के पास ये केस पहुंचा. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा दैट लुक, वी हैव टू रिस्पेक्ट द इंटरनेशनल लॉ and the sovereignty of the courts. Thereby, we will go by Vienna Convention, and therefore we will be respecting the law of Czech Republic. If that government has taken has, we can say, put you behind the bar, please follow the rules of there, okay? And then we will possibly take up the matter with the government. But as of now, we are not taking up your petition. Whatever is the scenario taking place in that country should take place. Similarly, there are 8 Indians which were held in Qatar. Okay, they were given death sentence. Later on, that sentence was commuted to you can say life imprisonment. Now they are getting 60 days to contest their jail term. Remember, Ministry of External Affairs has confirmed that the death penalty of Navy veteran has been commuted. Remember a word called commute? To commute a sentence का मतलब है कि from a harsher punishment you provide lighter punishment, ठीक है. In August 2022, this 8 Navy personnel, ठीक है, the ex-Navy personnel were arrested on the charges of espionage, ठीक है. In October 2023, Qatar court gave them sentence, ठीक है, found them guilty and put them into a sentence of death penalty. In December 2023, Qatar appeal court dropped this death sentence, and you can say they said now this death sentence is commuted and they will be, you can say, given life imprisonment. Now there are 60 more days for them to contest this thing. So under UAPA, there is no proper definition for terrorist, but there is a definition for terrorist act. So any act committed with an intention to threaten or likely to threaten. What to threaten? Unity, integrity, security, economic security or sovereignty of India. ठीक है, if you are threatening or you are likely to threaten these 5 things of the country, or you can say likely to strike a terror in people or any section of people in India or in any foreign country, that will be treated as terrorist activity. So central government can designate an individual or an organization as a terrorist activity. You remember this Muslim League, Jammu Kashmir, Mashrat Alam faction, ठीक है, MLJKMA was designated as terrorist organization, and now we are talking about Goldi Brar is designated as a terrorist. ठीक है ना? Is that clear to everyone? Great. Let's talk about the election in Bangladesh. Remember, 2024 is a very important year because across the world elections are going to take place. The first will start on 13th January, Taiwan. Very important place. Later on, it is Bangladesh. Bangladesh will come up in, Bangladesh will be the first one. They are going to come on this Sunday. Okay, okay. Then the Taiwan, then UK, then you can say Pakistan, India, okay, and then USA. A lot of countries will be in the election mode. So Bangladesh deploys army, and the opposition has, you can say, boycotted this election. They are saying no, we are not okay with it. Okay. So who's the Prime Minister? Sheikh Hasina. And who's the father of Bangladesh? Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Okay. And today we are going to discuss about Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Okay. Sheikh Hasina, the current Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Okay. She is reminding Bangladeshi people that how her father, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, was assassinated some 50 years back on 15th of August. Okay. And this Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who wanted to establish a separate country against Pakistan's military regime, he started with Awami League. They won the election, but the Pakistani military said, no, this election is not fair, and thereby they took full control over that region, and then India supported Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and you can say Sheikh Mujibur Rahman became the president. Okay, so this is how the entire scenario took place. Awami League is going to win this election because opposition boycotted the entire election. Okay, so Sheikh Hasina government has enacted various strict measures in her country, especially against comments, written work, or social media posts which will be against Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. If there is a defamation against Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, then it will be treated as, you can say, blasphemy, and it will be a very problematic. People will be put behind the bar. Remember, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is a cult figure. In every banknote, in a public mural, in the school, in the roads, everywhere, Sheikh Mujibur Rahman's name is there. His photo is there. His sculpture is there. In fact, in the constitution, they amended to put the portrait of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman as a compulsory portrait in school, government offices, and various diplomatic organizations. Okay? So, this is very important for Sheikh Hasina to win the election. Okay? She is reminding to country that how Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was assassinated. In fact, where Mujibur Rahman and his entire family was assassinated, okay, where so many people were killed on August 15, okay, Sheikh Hasina, okay, was at that point in time, during that 15th of August, okay, 1975, she was in Germany. Thereby she could survive. Otherwise, her entire family was killed. Okay, so that residence was now museum. It is a center for national commemoration. That is where it is provided. And Rahman played a very crucial role, okay, in the agitation for independence from Pakistan, and he was also imprisoned during 1971 war. Okay, we helped Bangladesh to liberate itself. Okay, so this is how the entire scenario took place. Okay, I hope this is very clear. All these 5 important news items are clear to you. Great. If you like this video, please, you can say, put a like button, subscribe our channel, and tell to large number of people to be part of ProTalent. Okay, thank you very much, and all the best.